Alright guys, Fulu coming to you with another video. I hope all is well with y'all. Um, First and foremost, I want to say happy born day to Jean-Jacques Dessalines. He is 263 years old today. And yeah, we're going to just talk about this situation. It's really a shame that this country, it's selective in its how should I put it, in its form of assistance, right? What it tends to do is, and it's a pattern, and the thing is, Allah is going to pay them back in one way or another. The thing is, we call Allah al-Adl. Adl means just, and their justice will be served one way or another. But the United States, when you look at the track record of the United States, it has a history of destabilizing places for its own benefit. It's always tried to do it with Cuba. It's always tried to do it with Venezuela. It's always tried to do it with North Korea. It's done it with Puerto Rico pretty much. It's made it backwards, although it's a commonwealth and things like that. Puerto Ricans can't vote, although they're United States citizens. It's done that with many places. The places in the Caribbean, like where I'm about to talk about. It did it in Libya, of course. We know what NATO did. It was based on lies. It was based on deceit. And so with that being said, I find it really shameful that it turns immigrants away from places in which it destabilized. I'm not quite sure about the whole truth of this matter. I'm not sure if the president of Haiti, was it a United States funded operation? I'm not quite sure about that, in terms of his assassination. I really don't know. However, the fact of the matter is that this is what it is. This is what this country does. It just destabilizes other countries in order to get something. The thing is about IAT is it never got a chance to, how should I put it? It never got a chance to become what it wanted to become. It never got a chance to become self-sufficient. It never got a chance to become self-sustaining. And the reason why it never got a chance to do that is because of the simple fact, number one, it got blockaded from the get-go. Number two, it had to pay reparations to France for actually ending slavery. And so the French were under the effect that, because the Haitians ended slavery, that they should pay for doing so, right? Now, because of that, as a result of that, Haiti never reached its full potential. Also, when the United States occupied Haiti, it just bulldozed itself and made new rules and things like that, that reversed all the other things that were going on, in Haiti. Believe it or not, the reason why Dominican Republic is the way it is right now, it's just basically due to the simple fact that the Dominican Republic actually is subservient to the United States for the most part. You know what I mean? It has a lot of sweatshops over there, cheap labor. Because of the cheap labor, you have a lot of polluted water. I even saw a video of Dominicans actually fleeing to Puerto Rico because of their condition. Meanwhile, you have Haitians trying to get into the Dominican Republic, but due to the two histories of the countries, which are the same, by the way, it's not happening, right? It's definitely not happening for the Haitians. So we fast forward, and there's a lot of Haitians that are in Texas right now, needing asylum, needing a new start because of all the unrest in their country. But what does Biden do? He turns them away. And this just goes into the deep rootedness of this country, and what this country is based off of. This country is based off of racism, lying, cheating, raping, stealing, pillaging, exploitation, right? While you will enjoy like your liberties, civil liberties, and things like that, you're only like one action away from those being taken away from you. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. Now, you look at the situation, and as I said, I am not quite sure if the president assassination in Haiti was a inside United States job, but Mr. Biden is turning the Haitians away, and it's pretty sad, because for the most part, I get with the Zoes I know and the Zoes I roll with, they're just trying to do what everybody else is trying to do, and that's make a living. That's trying to provide for their family, trying to stay out the way, and try to do that. Like they don't really come here for what the stereotypes are. You know what I mean? They don't really come there for that. Most of those I know are chill, relaxed, quiet. You know what I mean? And that's why I like to be around them. You would think that I'm talkative, but off of YouTube I'm very quiet. I like to observe. I like to watch things go on. I don't like to run my mouth unless I have something to say. And this is why I use the YouTube platform. Every time I do a video, it's because I have something to say. It's not just to ramble off, it's not just to sound smart. It's not just to try to ooh and ah people. It's just that this is my truth. This is what I stand on. And it just goes to show you the racism of the Biden administration. And the crazy thing is, of course, we have no choice. Most of the time, I didn't vote, but most of the time, there's no choice when it comes to who's going to be in office and who's going to benefit, like what minorities will benefit from, being with the people being in office. A lot of people say Bill Clinton was a black president. However, Bill Clinton elevated prison. Bill Clinton, even had even harsher policies on IAT, under him. The crazy thing is about this whole situation, and I know why they're doing it. I understand why they're doing it. If you go to a census or if you go to something like that, the Afghans get asylum. I think one of the main reasons Afghans are getting asylum is because most of the Afghans can be racially ambiguous. And when you look at the census, when it's classified white, you see Middle Eastern and North Africa under white. You know what I mean? Although in reality they're not treated as such. They're not treated as white. Many people run with it. That includes North Africans, that includes Arabs, and what have you. This is just how it goes. So we know why that that the Biden administration accepts them, for the simple fact that they are racially ambiguous. So with them being racially ambiguous, they can just get on. Many people will probably mistake them for Latin, and many others will mistake them for just different things, You're not going to see a black Afghan. You know what I mean? I don't know if they exist, but you're not going to see one. So, granted, with the Haitians, it's different, Although there are some mixed Haitians, there are some light-skinned Haitians, right? They're going to get turned away, Now, another thing, too, we must understand is how Haiti is set up. From what I understand, Haiti is set up in such a way where a small minority who are actually non-black but lay claim to Haitian roots, actually control the wealth of the country, like oligarchs. So you have, I think people of Egyptian and Italian descent. I think you even have people of Jewish descent. I think you even have people of, just different types of white groups that actually control the wealth of Haiti, while leaving the majority population starving and pillaging, scrambling. Now, the crazy thing is about this whole situation is that I know this isn't what McIndow envisioned. I know this is not what Duty Boukman envisioned. I know this is not what Jean-Jacques Dessalines envisioned. I know this is not what Henry Christophe envisioned. I know this is not what Toussaint Louverture envisioned to happen. McIndow had a prophecy, and, the powers that be here made sure that that prophecy did not come to pass, unfortunately. But as I said, my solidarity, I feel their pain, the Haitians' pain who are in Texas going through it. I do feel them deep in my heart. And I just, would question, and if, Joe Biden was in front of me, I would, it would take everything in my power not to slap him, but I would slap him, more or less so. I would give him a victory slap. You would hear it you know what I mean? You would hear it. But it's just sad, man. It's real sad. It just goes to show the country's true colors, you know what I mean? That's the thing. Just goes to show. Because you have to understand something, people are transplanting here every day, from different parts. No problems. Eastern Europeans, welcome. Afghans, welcome. People from different Middle Eastern countries, I think, welcome. So it's just sad, really, how this thing is going. And of course, people here, average Americans aren't going to speak out. Believe it or not, the average American has the same sentiments as Joe Biden, and you know what I mean? They have the same thing, But again, I just don't, it boggles my mind how you can destabilize a country, and then when you destabilize that country and people are fleeing that country for a better life, you close your doors. That makes no sense to me. But again, the double standards of the United States are always in ebb and flow, But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now. Food is signing out. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. If you are a Zoe and you tune into my channel, let me know what we can do to help these brothers and sisters in Texas. I don't know if there's anything we can do, give them some essentials or something like that. Although they're being turned away and being sent back to IAT, let me know what we can do. But Fool is signing out. Njad,